Hello everyone, my name is Hossein, but you can call me Dark Cat. In this video I'm bringing you the new meta in Age of War. So if you want to know what is the best gear, heavy, medium, light, what kind of gear, make sure you watch the video till the end so you realize the best gear for you to use in your server. And if you enjoyed this video and this video helps you a little bit, make sure you put a like on the video, it will help me a lot. So I already gathered all kind of armors that it's the best or it's the meta in this update, and I actually use them in the actual hardcore PvP server in the private and fight the best players, and I already know what the people use and what is the best for you guys to use. So I will explain every part that I showing in this video and why you need to use these armor pieces. So let's start with the heavy gear set, because you guys know that in this update you are not using any stamina. So as you can see, like, I'm using a stamina and my stamina going so fast up. So what's the purpose of using light gear if you can do the same things with the heavy gear with around like 1500 armor? So this is the armor that you're gonna use for heavy. So I will explain why this armor is kinda the best. So you're gonna do the mixed damage in Age of War, agility and strain weapon damage, because you can see this spear is agility damage, this spear is strain damage, this mace is strain, and there is a lot of other weapons that they was strain but they are agility now. It's like if you using 2-3 different weapon, each one of them gonna be strain and agility mixed. So you need to use the mixed also armor and like maybe mixed buff to do the mixed damage. And for the attributes, you need to do 20-20-20, but here it's like kind of bug. I don't know why I have 19 and I don't have any attributes points. It's the single play, is probably something bug. So you do 20 vitality, you do 20 agility and 20 strength. Like this you're gonna deal the most damage, and this is the perfect standard build for PvPing. So I will start with the helmet. You're gonna use the redeem helmet Silent Legion because you do the 8% agility damage. You know, some armor pieces are not giving you 8%, like most of the gears now giving you 5% or 6% because they are nerfed, but the Silent Legion helmet gives you 8%, so we're using the Silent Legion helmet. And always gonna be the Void Forged Dragon Bone chest piece because it gives the most armor value between the chest piece, 555 armor and 8% on strength. So these two pieces for armor have a lot of value on the 8% on strength. And for the boots, we use the redeem boots because Silent Legion redeem boots gives you 36 carry capacity, so you don't need to use a encumbrance buff. You can use also another boots that gives you like boost your damage a little bit, but you're gonna need to use one encumbrance buff, so you sacrifice a little bit of damage. So we're using these boots to give us, like, this is the best carry capacity you can get between the gear sets. And we leave between hands and pants. I test a lot of hands and pants in the game. No one gives you 8% strength or agility. No gear set in hands and pants gives you 8% something. It was like Dragon Bone that has the most armor value gives you stamina. Redeem Silent Legion gives you stamina. So this is something that you don't need in this meta. So I'm using the perfect heavy gear sets from the journey steps that gives you 5% strain damage and 5% agility damage. This can be the best matchup for this gear. So you have 2 pieces of strength, 8%, 1 piece of carry capacity, and 2 pieces of each piece, 5% of agility and strength damage. So you're gonna deal massive damage with both weapons you're using. So this is pretty strong gear set here. And for the kits on the gear sets, you're gonna use the armor reduction on the pieces that have more than 10 kilogram, and you use the bulkhead on boots and hands that have under 10 kilogram, that they are not so heavy, so you can use the bulkhead to get extra armor. So this was our gear set. You can see when I'm rolling, like, you can roll a lot of times and your stamina goes up so quick. But the other thing that you need to use on PvP is to look, my rolling is like a little bit using a stamina, but look, when I'm right clicking with the spear or any other weapon, it's using more stamina than rolling. So here you need to think about something in PvP. When you're using the rolling thrust on the last perk of agility, the next hit when you do after rolling costs no stamina. So here you need to think, every time you want to hit a player, you don't right click at the start, you need to roll and then right click. You can see this way I'm using less stamina than just right clicking him. So you need to, in this Age of War, in this meta, you need to all the time hit roll, hit roll, hit roll, so you use less stamina this way. So this is quite smart to use. Also, you guys cannot do full combo with any weapon because you lose stamina so quick, and even you cannot full combo with the spear, you just run out of stamina in the third hit. So you're never gonna use the combo master on the strain perk that your finishing combos deal 20% more damage. You're never gonna finish your combo. So we are finished with the heavy gear set. I'm gonna put it back and we're gonna go for the next one. Here we have the, of course, the famous agility, the full skelos armor that is quite cheap to make and quite valuable to use. You can see that I'm gonna use it now. You go full combo on the skelos, you have 819 armor, and each piece gives you 5 agility weapon and 10% follower damage and 12% consecutive damage. The consecutive damage is just something irrelevant for PvP, but the follower damage and agility weapon damage, they nerfed it a little bit. It was 8%, but now it's 5%, is quite good. You can use this for like farming and PvP in the same time. It's good to use like dagger meta in officials, or like agility weapon damage, katanas especially. So this can be standard build for medium. But if you want some spicy mixed gear for medium, I also prepare you this gear set. This is quite good to use. You can use the perfect medium cap that gives you 5% strength, 5% agility. You're using the Void Forge Dragon Bone chest piece that gives you 303 armor and 8% on strength damage, is quite valuable. Using the Silent Legion hand, 105 armor, you have 8% strength again. You're using the perfected medium pants, gives again 5% strength, 5% agility with 198 armor, and you're using the Silent Legion medium boots that gives you 36 carry capacity, because with this gear when you're using bulkhead you're gonna be on yellow stamina, so you need one piece again for carry capacity. So this mixed gear gonna be quite good. If you want to use more agility weapons, you're gonna change the chest piece with the Silent Legion medium chest piece that gives you 8% agility, and Dragon Bone chest piece gives you 8% strength. So you can change the chest piece only between the Silent Legion and Dragon Bone. So this mixed medium gear set gonna be super good to use it. You can see I'm not using like, it's the same as the heavy gear set, but a little bit like 1% different between the medium and heavy. So it's better to use heavy, to be honest. It's like not too many difference between these two gear set. So we're gonna go for the light gear set for the peoples who like to fight in the light gear set to flex more, fight out numbers, have more stamina, have more flexibility. There is two gears that I prepare here. You're gonna, if you are playing on official, you're spamming dagger, you're gonna use the ranger gear, full ranger gear, and just Kurak legging for a stamina. So it gives you a lot of stamina and agility weapon damage each piece, so you can spam your daggers and deal a lot of damage. And for the next one we're gonna have a mixed gear for the light. You can see that we're using the perfected light head that gives you 5% strength, 5% agility. We're going for the Silent Legion chest piece that gives the most armor between the chest piece in the lights, that gives you 8% strain damage. We're going Silent Legion hands that gives you 36 carry capacity. We're going Kurak pants that gives you 10% follower damage and 32 stamina. The stamina is just too valuable on the pants. If you don't like the stamina, you don't need this many stamina, you can change the pants with the perfected pants that gives you agility and strength together. And you're using perfected light boots, again 5% strength, 5% agility. This is quite good light set that you can have 431 armor and you're dealing too much damage. You can see that the stamina is not too different between heavy. You just every time you hit without rolling thrust, you can see still Like this time you can do a full combo, but still using so much stamina. We already explained the gear sets for Age of War, but now we're gonna explain the weapons. I don't have any recommendation to use which kind of weapon in Age of War, because this is like not something like before Age of War. You could say, okay, use the Lemurian trident spear, you can craft 2 chests of it in your base, and it's the meta, you use that spear only. But in Age of War there is a lot of different legendary weapons that you're gonna use, like each one of them you get from the boxes, so it's not by your choice. Because for example, Black Dragon Pike is quite good, the Mordelin is quite good, the, for example, Momentum is really good, there is the hammer with 95 damage is good. You get any weapon from the legendary, you're using it on PvP. I'm not gonna recommend you which ones. All the legendary weapons are good, and you use the weapon then you like and you get it from the box. So don't worry about the weapons, just use any legendary weapon you are like comfortable with it. And for the buffs, of course, the Black Bluetooth is gonna be for strength, agility, encumbrance, and you're gonna have Blasting Fist for the encumbrance food buff. You have Salted Exquisite Meat for the agility food buff, and you have the Salted Pork for the strength food buff. This is all the buffs you're gonna use for PvP, for agility, strength, and encumbrance. You're not gonna use anything else. And this was the meta for Age of War. I explained everything for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys tell me down below in the comments which kind of this gear set you prefer to use, heavy, medium, or light on your server. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video.